Welcome to the Longbox Paradox, episode 24.5. I'm Dan, and going over this coming week's new releases for March 29th? Or May 29th, excuse me. Okay, we're going to start out right away with the second issue of Ascender from Image Comics. Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen had a very solid first issue, and continuing the saga of Descender. Very good first issue, setting up the world. I expect more world building in this, probably a little slow paced, but loving what I saw so far. Next, I'm looking forward to Black Science number 40. Two different covers, one by Scalera, which is the A, and the B by La Rosa. I am going to go with the Scalera A cover. I really like Matteo Scalera's art, so that's kind of where I'm staying with that. We also have Spawn's moving towards issue 300, which issue 300, if you saw the news, going to be a lot of guest artists on there, like J. Scott Campbell, Capullo's coming back, get some of the other ones in there, but it was an interesting collection of talent to have on Spawn, some who I've never seen do Spawn before. This has a Mattina regular cover and a Virgin cover, and then there is a C black and white variant with McFarlane and Mattina on it. Dark Horse Comics, for me, Fight Club 3 number 5 comes out. Going with the David Mack cover, the Fegredo cover is not so bad. I have all the Macs, so I'm just going to kind of keep going with that. Also, Stranger Things 6 number 1 comes out. I like the character of 6, and it's a really great David Mack cover for that. So, also for those who want to go for autographs and stuff, there is a cover D cover, which is a one taken from the show. So, if you're an autograph hound, that might be a good one for her to sign. IDW. Not too much for me. Amber Blake number 3 comes out. I enjoyed the first 2 issues, so I will keep up with that. More than likely there is a variant for it. I haven't actually looked to see what it is. I believe they've been 1 in 10 or 1 in 25. But those B covers have, on the secondary market, always been pretty sought after. And for those who like Star Trek, TMNT, and Transformers, there is a bunch coming out. From IDW. DC Comics. This is going to be a bag of bad and great. Starting out, Batman Last Night on Earth number 1. Capullo, Snyder, Glapion, Efko. The old team from the Court of Owls run is back together on, I believe this is magazine size, just like Damned. I believe almost all the black labeled are. There is a Capullo A cover, which is, I believe, the one I'm going to stay with, and a Jock B cover. The Jock one's okay, but for some reason I really just like the imagery on the cover A. Catwoman Annual number 1. I'm just going to get it to keep my collection kind of up to date. I love Joelle Jones. I wish her art was in it, but it's her writing. But still, picking it up. And one I am strangely excited for, Batman Detective Comics Annual number 2, which is a Black Case Files book with the Reaper from year 2. I've always liked the Reaper, and usually these Black Case File stories are pretty interesting. So I don't see a variant for that. It's just an A cover, and the A cover is pretty damn great. Doomsday Clock number 10, 2 different covers. There's one that's a kind of retro noir cover, and then there's the B cover with the kid on the farm reading All-Star Comics number 1 with the Justice Society. So I'm going to start out with this. Gary Frank's art, Jeff Johns on writing. It's a buy for me. It's going to be a buy. I've actually enjoyed the story. I love Mime and Marionette. I think they're 2 solid characters that I'd like to stay on after this, but we'll see how that works out. I keep hearing rumors there's a reason why they pushed Heroes in Crisis to this week to release with Doomsday Clock. So I'm going to recommend reading Doomsday Clock first, just in case it's going to reveal something that plays into Heroes in Crisis number 9. Or if anything, that it'll be a palate cleanser of you're getting the good before you go into the hacky bad of Heroes in Crisis. Either way, still 2 more issues after this one. It's far, far, far behind on its shipping schedule, but I will gladly wait for Gary Frank's art. That's it. Heroes in Crisis number 9 following up. Clayman with Tom King. He who gets booted from Batman only to get Batman and Catwoman so he can continue on with the script no one wants to finish. Well, no one I know, really. It's going to be horrible. We all know it's going to be horrible. But Heroes in Crisis number 9, it's the last issue. The assumption is that it ties into, as I said before, Doomsday Clock number 10. I've heard some weird rumors that the Wally that killed everybody is from the Dark Multiverse, which that'll make me quit the DC universe real fast if that's the bullshit they pulled out for this, because that is hacky in so many ways. It's worse than Superboy punching the wall in the multiverse. It just is. Anyway, I can't wait to see how they ruin Wally further. I will buy this digitally just so I can just feel the pain in myself, because my morbid curiosity is going to get the better of me. Superman Leviathan Rising Special number 1. I'm really digging this story from Action and seeing where this goes, and now we have the special, so I guess that's going to start the tie-ins and everything else. Pretty interesting set of artists for this, so I'm excited for it. From what I see, only an A cover. And then Wildstorm number 23, they just introduced the Authority not too long ago, so this is me dipping back into the early 2000s, late 90s, and with a new Warren Ellis kind of twist to it. I've actually weirdly enjoyed this series. I like the new twists. I have no idea if it's going to stay somehow, some way, or if it's just going to move somewhere else and just be forgotten after a while. I guess we'll see. I think I saw something about a Wildcats relaunch. Sorry. Amazing Spider-Man number 22 comes out, continuing the Kraven's Hunt. There is a Spider-Punk Heejin Jean Battle Lines variant. I think that might actually be a good one to pick up. Black Panther number 12, Okoye cover variant for Battle Lines. So that is another one that I think might have some movement. Jen Bartel is also doing the art on this issue of Black Panther, so that's kind of nice to see. Daredevil number 6, really enjoying Daredevil. Unfortunately, Marco Cicchetto is not on this, but the Tedesco cover is pretty fantastic. Fantastic Four number 10, still reading it. Been a little underwhelmed so far with it. I'm sure it's building to something, but so far I'm not getting the excitement I want out of it. Immortal Hulk number 18, great facial art cover for it. There is a Battle Lines Jongju Kim variant that is the Hulkbuster armor. Not feeling that one as much as I am with the B cover. There is also a Magnificent Miss Marvel number 3 Battle Lines cover by Sujin Jo. Not really doing anything for me, what I see here. Major X number 4 is coming out. Rob Liefeld writing with Peoples doing art. The sales are okay on this book. Not my favorite, so I'll just leave it at that. And then we have Star Wars Vader Dark Visions number 4 of 5. These are all short tales. Not terrible. I don't mind it too much. Superior Spider-Man number 6 also comes out. And then we have Thanos number 2. There is a Jen Bartel B variant I will be picking up because I kind of like her art. Thor number 13. There is a Heejin Jean Battle Lines variant. Again, more War of the Realms nonsense. I mean, not nonsense, but I'm not digging it so far. So if you are, I apologize. I don't mean to shit on it. X-23 number 12 is out. Also, a bunch of War of the Realms crossovers. And then the book I'm super, super jacked for. If you haven't been reading the Ed Piskor X-Men books that he's been doing, I feel like it's annually lately. X-Men Grand Design Extinction number 1 is out. There is three variants. The third variant I don't have a picture of, but the first and second, and this is covering the 90s X-Men Extinction Agenda, Fall of the Mutants, Mutant Massacre. I love Ed Piskor's. If you haven't read Hip Hop, oh god, is it History of Hip Hop? Darn it. I just went blank on this stupid book. It's not stupid, but if you're a hip hop head, look up Ed Piskor's hip hop comics that he did. They're great, and they're historical of what was going on during that time, and really doesn't make Russell Simmons look very good. It actually kind of treats him like an idiot, but that's a whole other story. Dynamite, it basically only have Peter Cannon and Thunderbolt number 5 coming out. Boom Studios, mostly Power Rangers, Lumberjanes. And coming out on the indie side, Angel number 1, Bloodshot Rising Spirit number 7 comes out. I'll be picking up Blossom 666. I'm going to get the Laura Braga cover, or something about satanic witchcraft Archie characters just kind of intrigues me and makes me laugh a little bit. And I think that pretty much is it of interest, or that's catching my eye for the most part of what's coming out this month. Or actually not this month, this week. As far as spec-wise, I honestly, other than the Amber Blake, the B variant, the ratio, I think it's not going to be a quick flip, but it has some legs on it. Yeah, as for normal, just chase what you think cover-wise you think could be iconic. First appearances, of course. Deaths sometimes, but we know in comics deaths never hold, so you kind of have to play that game with it. Anyway, I'd just like to thank you for coming and watching. Share, like, subscribe, comment, and happy hunting this Wednesday. Good night.